Hi, Susan. How are you dealing with this pandemic at home with your family?
Well, now I feel good, but it was a start. It was very difficult for
Yes,
me because I could see my mom for months. But now, happily, I got to see her last week. It was really great for me.
that's good. That's really
Yes.
good. Yes.
Well, and you, what have you learned about the coronavirus so far?
Well, there is a virus that people can get by coughing and sneezing or breathing. So far, they haven't figured out how this virus spread, but this could be some of the way. Maybe about the symptoms uh, are fever, maybe a dry cough and throat pain, a back pain together with fatigue, maybe. Um, for the moment, I think that I know that is so far they continue to investigate how to combat the contagion about this virus. Um, Many pharmaceuticals or in business companies and laboratories maybe are developing combat experiments for this virus. There is no vaccine made so far. And with regards to how to protect yourself, you should
Yeah.
use mask easy and use maybe easy protect in some space, house have social distance maybe, and no go to the social events in this case,
Yeah.
no. And you, what are you learning so far about this coronavirus?
I think the same. I think is I learned a lot in this month. I learned the importance of keeping the
Mhm.
distance. I think it's very important, and washing my hands with
Yes.
the soap. I know that symptoms can be very different for the people. I think this is the most dangerous, I think.
Yes. Um, Tell me, how serious is a pandemic disease? How do you think?
Very serious, I think. Many people have lost friends and family. I lost family. Um I love family, but not really searching for me, like my mom or my sister. No. I think also the world economic in all the world has also been affected.
Yes. Yes, I think this is very serious because it is a disease that spreads worldwide, and most people don't have immunity against it. More serious or deadly case of pandemic flu have been seen in younger people, so it's
Yes,
very serious, really.
yes. Well, and you, what are some recommendations that World Health Organization Europe has developed to help people?
Well, I read about it. Uh, Maybe follow the indication for hands hygiene or regular basing. To do this, you need to wash your hands with soap and water or with alcohol basing solutions, maybe.
Yes,
And also cover your nose and mouth with the inside of your elbow or with a twist when you coughing or sneezing, uh, and also use of mask. In many part of the world, the people use the mask. So I think for this is an indication. And you?
Yes, I think the same. I think the most recommendation for this is use the mask. It's very important. But I heard the doctors say that coronavirus not is a pandemic; it's a endemic. It's very interesting because in the start, the people say that you need a, a, a you need to stay in your home and stay in quarantine. But then this affects to the poor people. This is very difficult and affected the economy.
Yes,
So it's very interesting this.
yes, yes, of course. And what do you think? What can governments do to prevent and slow transmissions?
Well, um, I think in Peru is improve in public health. I think uh, im- improve the hospitals is very important. I think the government needs to focus in poor persons, poor people, because these people not have money, not have private insurance, so it's more difficult, I think.
Yes, yes, of course, definitely. In my case, I think that take preventive measure, implement maybe hand washing areas in centers where many people go, or I don't know, verify that companies complete with biosafety protocols, maybe, or
Mm,
I think this.
yes, I think the same. It's really important.
Yes, yes, of course.
Well, do you think the science or virologists will ever find a cure for coronavirus?
Well,
Coronavirus?
there is a question very complicated. But yes, well, I believe that so far they have found a cure for many diseases. After all the time, they um, so it's as impossible, and there were also many details, but in the long term, they success, and I think this case will be the same. There have been many infected people and many delayed over the war. Many companies are donating so that the cure is found soon.
Yes, I think it's very. I don't know. I don't know a lot of science or chemic. I'm not this person, but I think yes, but nothing is certain, I think.
Maybe yes. In your opinion, where are the main challenges that COVID 19 has brought to our healthy systems?
I think all for our healthy health system. I think all because without the coronavirus, the hospitals are very really bad. the attention, the situation, totally. Uh, and only in Lima it was very terrible, and it's really really bad in other parts of the country. I think it was
Yes, yes. Of course, I agree with you in all. This country was not really prepared for this virus, for another old virus. Um, well, I think that the challenge that there is virus is all the system of the healthy here is very bad. It's very bad before to the pandemic and after. Maybe the implement of protocols is necessary to the government to do and verify that many people comply that this maybe uh, different many things to do in this time, no.
yes, I think the same.
Yes, of course. Well, Susan, I think that is all. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Diana. Bye.
Bye.